Click Copy to copy a link to send to your friends. Now, text or email the link to your friends so they can buy tickets too. Now that you've seen how easy it is to buy tickets to the Blossom Gala, let's try it right now. Get your phone out and open the camera. Now, point the camera to the QR code on your invitation. See the little yellow square? Click on it. The Zeffy page opens. You can also make your sponsorship gift from this page. Just select your sponsorship level. Be sure to remove the fees and pay with your credit, debit, or bank account. Note: if you want to pay your sponsorship gift in convenient monthly installments, don't use Zeffy. See May in the office and she will set it up for you. Zeffy is for one-time payments only. If you make a sponsorship gift online, we'll give you an envelope with your raffle tickets and drink tickets. You can pick it up in the office or we'll have it for you at the gala. We're so excited about the Blossom Gala, and we hope you will go online to buy your tickets and make your sponsorship donation today. And you know what? If you're still feeling uneasy about technology, just ask Lori, May, or David to help you after church. Thanks for watching this demo. Remember, buy your tickets early. We'll see you at the gala.
Good morning. Please stand and join us in singing our gathering song by Tracy Walters, We Gather Here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. We gather here, you come together, raise our voices in harmony. We gather here to pray together, to create the world we know is meant to be. We gather here.
Good morning. Welcome to Unity of Stewart, to you intrepid early risers. It's good to see you here this morning. Welcome to our service. Welcome to all who are watching on YouTube and Facebook. We have, let's see, so far everybody who's watching is already in the room. Let's see. Oh, we have Linda Nordelio from DeLand. Good morning, you two. Glad you're here. Looking forward to May. And glad to see everybody on YouTube as well. I know for a fact that Jess and Phil are on YouTube. Good morning, you two. And we usually have Lana and Pam and Ann and Tony and Irma and Sylvie and Brenda on YouTube, so welcome to you as well. And welcome to people who are here for the first time in the room. I know we have one at least. And anybody who's here today for the first time, and if you want to receive a welcome packet, you feel comfortable doing so, please raise your hand. So Tom or Rick, over here. Okay, it's a race now, Tom. And good morning to you. If you're online and you would like to receive a welcome packet, you can email us at admin@unityofstewart.org. And in that welcome packet, you'll find information about our larger Unity movement, information about our Unity community. You'll find a form that you can fill out and bring it back to the welcome podium. And if you missed it, and if you fill out the form and bring it back, Audrey will be out on the podium for us after service. If you give her back that form filled out, she will give you a gift. And I'll tell you a secret. Even if you don't want to fill out the form and you just go ask Audrey for a gift, she'll give it to you. And so there's also a prayer intention form in there. If you'd like our prayer chaplains to hold you in prayer, we invite you to fill that out and put it in our prayer box that is out in the foyer. Please gather with us in the kitchen and patio for some goodies and some cheese and crackers and some sweet stuff after the service so we can get to know you a little bit better. Most importantly, we'd like you to know that Unity of Stewart is a positive, welcoming path of spirituality. Everyone is welcome here, no exceptions. Positive, welcoming, affirming path of spirituality. Everyone is welcome here, no exceptions. Our boardie of the day is Lori Michaud, and she is here. She is also the captain of the gala team. And so Lori is here to answer any questions you have, especially about the gala. And so thank you, Lori, for being here and for being on the board. Let's see. As always, we have with us our Joyful Noise Band and Choir. I'd like to introduce the newest member of our choir. Stand up, Kevin. So Kevin is our newest member. Men, let that be an inspiration to you. We got another man in the choir. Yay, thank you, Kevin. And our special music today features Jen Erickson. And we have a chaplain on duty today, and that is Sue Michaud. And she will be in the sanctuary after service. If you have anything that you'd like personal prayer with, a joy, a challenge, anything at all, Sue would be honored to pray with you and to hold your prayer in the highest confidence. I already said about the prayer box. You're going to see a sign, a slide coming up. We're ignoring them. We're going through them very quickly. No, not this one. Not that one. So you can also email us at prayer@unityofstewart.org if you'd like to have me put a prayer in the prayer box for you. That goes directly to me. And alternatively, or as well as, you can call our 24-hour, 7-day-a-week prayer line at the mothership at Silent Unity in Kansas City. So there's the number there. That's what we're skipping over. The time for that is past. Okay, so you saw, if you were coming in, I know it was a little loud in here, but I just wanted to get that Blossom Gala video going so you could see that there's a new video about how to buy tickets and to become a sponsor. I will play that video again at the end of the service after we sing This Little Light of Mine. Hopefully it'll be a little bit more quiet in here, band and choir. And we will, so you can look at that again. I do want to bring your attention to some things that are happening besides tickets. There's decorating help that is needed. There's no heavy lifting in any of this. On March 26th, Wednesday, you don't have to remember this, there are handouts outside on the information table. We'll be making centerpieces. I won't be making centerpieces because I will be in Europe. April 11th, we will preset for the gala, which means putting out dishes, wiping them down or washing them, and making sure everything is get ready for the decorating. Saturday morning, there will be decorating. That is the day of the gala at 9 a.m. And on Sunday after service, after the gala, obviously, there'll be a final cleanup in the kitchen. So and it'll be on the flyer, any of those things, you could either sign up on the information sheet that's out there, or you can take the flyer and you can text or call Lori and let her know which part of that you would like to serve at. All right. We also have the Amazon gift registry out there if you'd like to buy something. How is that gift registry doing? Excellent. Only about 6 items left on the gift registry. There is a QR code out there for that as well. And so thank you, everybody. We have got some sponsorships already, and our ticket sales are not where I'd like to see them at this point. And so I know that many of you will wait until maybe the week before, I don't know. But it would be really good if you could buy your tickets as soon as you are able, so we have a sense of how many people will be joining us that night. If you need help for any of this, see May in the office, or see me, or see Lori, and we'll be happy to direct you or to help you in any way that we can. So this is Ruth Gottesman. Has anybody heard of Ruth Gottesman over the last couple of weeks? Ruth Gottesman is a professor emerita in Albert Einstein College of Medicine in the Department of Pediatrics. She made a gift to enable free tuition at the medical school. She donated $1 billion to the Albert Einstein College of Medicine in the Bronx, New York, to cover tuition in perpetuity for whoever gets accepted to that school. Wow. So anybody who has the intellect, intelligence, the study habits to become a physician will be able to go for free. You imagine what that feels like for somebody who wants to go to that college. And anybody who's in the school now, they get the last semester, don't quote me on this, they get reimbursed or something, but everybody else who's applying and getting accepted right now gets to go for free. So, I'm going to ask, Linda, do you mind coming and lighting this candle? You know, we light this candle. I don't talk about it much. So this is my fancy new lighter. I know. Okay, so all you got to do is press that. So this is, just make it so it touches the wick. There you go. So this is our Christ candle. And the Christ candle represents the Christ consciousness within us. You know, we are the light of the world, we're told in Christian scripture. And so we here at Unity believe that we are indeed the light of the world. And this candle that we light every Sunday helps me to remember that, and hope it inspires you to remember that for yourself too. And there's a light of the world right there. Let's see. So we honored Ruth Gottesman and her gift. And so let's dedicate this service to generosity in all of its forms. Resisting the events of my life is like swimming against a strong current. No matter how much I try, I cannot overtake the force of the water. But when I swim with the current, I am borne effortlessly upon it. Spiritual surrender feels much the same way to me. When I embrace the circumstances of my life, I move in harmony with what's happening. I can still take action to shape situations, but I do so from a place of acceptance and trust, and a place of peace, working with life rather than against it. By letting go, I open myself to the power of the divine infinite. I don't need to rely solely on my own strength or effort. Instead, I surrender to spirit within and move through life's currents with ease and with grace. And let's take a deep breath together, settling into this now moment, this holy space. Settling in with trust, universal trust, trust in the divine infinite, trust in the way of life, knowing that the spirit that lives in, through, and as us is moving in and through and as the world as well, and we can take that deep breath and let go and let life be life. And so it is. Amen. And let's affirm our affirmation together. I surrender and step into the flow of life. And again, that deep breath as we anchor this affirmation in. And affirm one more time together. I surrender and step into the flow of life. And so it is. And let's prepare for meditation by singing the prayer of St. Francis.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I am a channel of your peace. Where there is hatred, I will bring your love. Where there is injury, I will forgive. And where there's doubt, true faith in you. I am a channel of your peace. Where there's despair in life, I will bring hope. Where there is darkness, only light. And where there's sadness, ever joy. Your spirit grant that I may never see so much to be consoled as to console. Be understood as to understand. To be loved as to love with all my soul. I am a channel of your peace. There's despair in life, I will bring hope. Where there is darkness, only light. And where there's sadness, ever
Let me breathe. Let's do that a couple more times. Some deep, conscious breaths. And as you breathe in, feel the fullness of life flowing through you. And as you exhale, I invite you to release all tension, all striving, all need to control. Deep breath. And as we move into prayerful meditation, I invite you to allow the words you hear to become the words of your own mind and heart. Right here in this sacred moment, I surrender. I drop my shoulders, release all remaining tension. And let these chimes remind us to be here now. Hearing the chime, feeling our breath, and connecting with Spirit. Right here and now, I release the weight of worry. Release the need to figure it all out. The idea that I must carry everything alone. I release it now. I know that I am supported by infinite presence, divine life that moves in and through all things. Just as the river trusts its course, I trust the unfolding of life. And I surrender to divine wisdom, knowing that the answers I seek are already within me. I allow them to rise in perfect time. I surrender to divine love, knowing that love flows through me freely. dissolving any barrier, every doubt, anything that is not love is dissolved. I surrender to divine order, trusting that even when I do not see the full picture, all is working together for good. Right now, I open my hands. I open my heart. In a deep breath, I open to spirit. I release. I trust. I allow. I surrender. And I am at peace. In the quiet. And as we have co-created this sacred space of release, of surrender, of trust, I invite us to bring into our awareness all of those who are on our prayer list here at Unity of Stewart, and all of those that are in our minds and hearts, any person, any being, any situation, and see each one lifted up in trust, in surrender to divine love, divine wisdom, divine peace. And if you'd like to speak those names into this space right now, I invite you to do that. And releasing all into the care and keeping of the One, I invite you to join me in praying this in the name and in the nature of the indwelling Christ consciousness. And so it is. Amen. Let's sing.
One, two, three, four. Oh.
This is sung by J.D. Martin, Jan Garrett, and Marcy Baruch. It's called House of the Soul's Belonging.
Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Living in the house of the soul's belonging, where you know without a doubt that you made it home. Living in the house of the soul's belonging, coming back to the holy ground that you always know. In the kingdom of love, there is no competition, no contradiction, and no control. But you can take position and claim your passion. Yeah, working on a building that cannot be bought or sold. Living in the house of the soul's belonging, where you know without a doubt that you made it home. Yeah. Living in the house of the soul's belonging. Yeah. Coming back to the holy ground that you always know. Step into the feeling of sweet surrender. Let yourself remember who you are. Yeah. And you can take your own sweet time and ease your troubled mind in the secret sanctuary of your heart. Living in the house of the soul's belonging, where you know without a doubt that you made it home. Yeah, living in the house of the soul's belonging. Yeah, coming back to the holy ground that you always know. Oh, take it high. that you always know. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Joyful Noise. Right? Did anybody else dance with me? All right. Come on, people. Living in the house of the soul's belonging. I can't read my handwriting. Where you know without a doubt that you've made it home. Living in the house of the soul's belonging, knowing without a doubt that you've made it home. This is it. This work that we do, not necessarily here, but certainly here. Not only here, but certainly here. Certainly when we come together in spiritual community, where we come together where we belong, where we come together when voices lift us up, where music lifts us up, that's the house of the soul's belonging. Coming back to the holy ground that you've always known. That holy ground lives inside each one of us. It's always here. It's never not here. The only time we forget it is when we have changed our perspective. House of the soul's belonging. So, all right, let's see. I'm all verstunken here. Give me a second. All right, so we're looking at surrender today, at the power of surrender. So this is not about waving the white flag. It's not about being dragged into something against our will. It's not about diving into bed and pulling the covers over our heads, although there's a place for that. So I'm not talking about giving up. I'm talking about giving over. I'm talking about turning within and handing it off to that power that resides in us, that is within us and all around us, and handing it off to that infinite spirit, that power and that presence that we call spirit. Some people call it God. Some people call it Buddha nature. Some people call it universal mind. Some people call it higher power. Whatever it is that you call it, there's a place for us. It's a place for us to hand over what we carry and what gets in our way in our lives. Trusting that we can't understand with our limited minds, and trusting that there is a higher place to turn this over to. Something wiser at work. And yet, when we think of the word surrender, we think, oh, I don't want to surrender. Because our culture teaches us from an early age to fight, to hustle, to struggle. So that surrender almost feels unnatural. Feels like we're slacking off, right? But what if surrender is actually the key to freedom? What if surrender is the key to strength and to peace and to wholeness? So, two kinds of surrender, right? Human surrender and spiritual surrender. So that is, the human surrender is when we flop on the couch, we eat ice cream straight from the container, and we might either say, well, I give up, or a whole box of cookies, right? We at that point, we're saying, well, whatever, nothing's going to get better, or this is where we are now. So we've all had moments like this where we think, oh, I've tried everything, nothing is working, so I'm going to binge watch Netflix and hope for the best. Is there any other way? With ice cream. But not for nothing. That's part of the process. Sometimes when we're in this high spiritual space, which is what I call our spiritual community, Unity of Stewart, we might think that we can't be that. We can't be that one that flops on the couch and eats a pint of ice cream, right? I wouldn't. What's the word I'm looking for? Recommend. Thank you. Words are hard. I wouldn't recommend doing that on a regular basis. Bear with me. This candle is so close that every time I put it over here, I feel like I'm going to cook a little. Thank you. So, human surrender. We all need to do that. We're not about shoving our feelings under the rug, and sometimes we need to eat our feelings. That's just the way of it, right? So that's part of the process. I don't recommend staying in that place, right? There's a Unity minister, Reverend Ellen Davenport, wrote a book called Hell in the Hallway, right? So when we're in that place of like just falling onto the couch and not paying attention to anything else but not paying attention to anything, we're in that space. We can either decide to stay in that space of the hell in the hallway, or we can make a move to the door that opens to spiritual surrender and spiritual wholeness. We don't want to wallow where we are for very long. We can wallow a little bit, but we want to make the choice to move our feet, to put spiritual principle into action and do the next right thing. So spiritual surrender is not about quitting, it's about releasing. How many of us are professional fixers or professional control freaks? Dare I say that word? We know who we are, right? We see a problem and we want to fix it. We have a plan for everything. We have advice for everyone. And we have a list of things that must happen. So your prayer at this point might sound like, "Dear universe, I have outlined my ideal solution in 3 bullet points. Please confirm receipt and execute immediately. Also, if you can make sure that there are no detours or surprises, that would be good. Sincerely." And then life happens. Life happens. Job doesn't come through. The relationship shifts. The health scare arrives. Our children have minds of their own. The political landscape drastically changes. And suddenly our "I got this" attitude shifts into what in the heck is going on? What in the heck is going on? And what is mine to do? What is mine to do? Surrender is not sitting around moaning and doing nothing. It's about releasing our attachment to how things should unfold. And I know that in this time, and in this time since January, that's a really tough pill for a lot of us to swallow. The idea of surrendering to spirit what is happening, surrendering our attachment to how things unfold. But it's not about not doing anything, right? It's about surrendering, trusting in spirit, and moving our feet to do what makes sense to us. Not just in the political landscape, because that's the elephant in the room. It's about every single thing in our lives. It's about our children. It's about our job. It's about our health. Meeting life where it is right now. Not pushing it away, not calling it names, but meeting it where it is right now. This is happening. What's mine to do? This is happening. I see this is happening. I expect this is happening, right? If we're not feeling well, oh, there's a headache. Notice I'm not claiming the headache. I have a headache. It's, oh, there's a headache. And just let it go. Take your Excedrin or whatever else you take if you like, because spirit's in the medication as well. And then trust and surrender to it. There's a very important book in my life. I've talked about it, but it's been years. I talk about it a lot in smaller groups. It's called Illusions by Richard Bach. And the book opens with a story that I'm going to paraphrase for you. The book is called Illusions, The Adventures of a Reluctant Messiah. Once there was a creature who clung tightly to the riverbank, afraid of the current and the unknown. Day after day it held on, watching the river flow by, but never daring to let go. The creature believed that if it released its grip, it would be swept away and lost forever. One day, exhausted and weary, the creature decided to take a risk. It loosened its grip and allowed itself to be carried by the current. At first it was terrified, but soon it realized something extraordinary. The river supported it. The current carried it gently, and the creature discovered it could float effortlessly. As it drifted, the creature noticed others clinging to the riverbank, just as it once had, and it wanted to tell them, "Let go, the river will carry you." But they were too afraid to listen, and even some called the creature crazy. And then the creature realized that surrender was not about losing control, but about finding freedom in trust. So there's a few insights I want to share that I gleaned from this and have over the years from this story, is to really trust in the flow of life. The river symbolizes life itself, its ups, its downs, its twists and turns. And we often fear letting go because we don't trust. We don't trust what lies ahead. But when we surrender, we discover that life supports us. Surrender, again, is not about giving up. It's about aligning ourselves with the greater flow of existence. Reminds me of Unity standing on prayer that our co-founder Myrtle Fillmore said. Prayer is not getting God to do something for you. It's about aligning ourselves with the divine power. And that's what surrender is. It's about aligning ourselves with the flow of life and letting life support us. Because not for nothing, but we are not in control. We are not in control of anything. We could turn the corner tomorrow and something could careen out of control and we could do nothing about it except accept it. Find the blessing in it and do the next indicated thing. So control is an illusion. Ask me how I know. And then we have the freedom in letting go. The moment the creature lets go, it feels freedom. How many times have you been in an ocean or in a body of water and you're treading and treading and treading and you just let go and you float? And you say, oh, that feels good. I can stop paddling. I can stop pedaling. Let go and float. When we stop resisting life's challenges, we can flow with them. Now, hear me when I say we surrender to what's happening in life, it doesn't mean it's going to get easy. It doesn't mean it's going to get easy, but there will be no more war inside of us. You know what that war is like, right? Why is this happening? I don't want this to happen. How can I change this? Why is this happening to me? They did this wrong, or I did this wrong. That's not what it's about. To take all the things we put outside of ourselves that we want to not take responsibility for. They did it. Why is this happening? God did it. All of those things that we may feel when something is being challenging, and just go, oh, whew, this is life. This is now. What next? Try to embrace life as it's coming at you or as it's happening. This is not a defeat. This is an opening door to possibilities when we do that. When we get rid of all that dreck that's in our mind that we carry around, we have an opening for something else to come in. So the role of fear. So the creature was afraid and is clinging to the riverbank. So I talk about this a lot, right? It feels like I always come back to this. I'm going to look at you, Glenn, because you remind me of it, about letting go of fear in our lives. Letting go of fear. It stops us from taking risk or embracing change. Once again, I'm going to speak to the elephant in the room. Some of us, many of us, might be afraid of what's happening in our country. Some are also celebrating it, whatever. Some of us might be afraid of what's happening in our country, and sometimes that fear will paralyze us from taking action. So with what's happening in our country and with anything that's happening in our personal lives, when we get overwhelmed with fear and this seeming chaos, that's when we go to bed and put our covers over our head. Our spiritual principles tell us to open our eyes, see what's happening, not wallow in what's happening, see what's happening, and take action. Release the fear and do what we can do in any given moment. We're held by spirit. We are held by the universe. The presence and power of spirit is within us and all around us in every single moment. So imagine this. Imagine you're hiking up a mountain, but you're carrying a backpack filled with bricks. Every brick represents a worry, a fear, or a need for control. Your bricks might be labeled, what if I fail? How will this turn out? What will people think? And name whatever else is a fear you might be holding about something. And now remember, I invite you to imagine that the infinite divine is like a hiking guide walking beside you, saying, you know what you can do? You can just take those bricks out. Leave them by the side of the road. Just leave them. Just walk away. In Unity, we have a spiritual tool called denials and affirmations. So the denial is not denying that something is happening. It's denying that this thing has power over me. So if the fear is, what if I fail? The affirmation will be, or the denial will be, this feeling of failure or fear of failure has no power over me. I affirm my success in this. I am backed up by spirit in this. Right? If we're having a health challenge, this diagnosis has no power over me. I am whole and healthy. The denial has no power over me. The I am is the affirmation. Only couple your I am with what you want to bring into your life. Right? Whether it feels like it could be true or not. Our mind tells our spirit what to do. I just saw something recently, once again, that affirmed that, Cheryl knows all about this, the mind-body connection. She's teaching that in the growing groups. That our mind has a powerful place in telling our body what to do. Our DNA, our cells pay attention to what we're thinking and what we're saying out loud. So practice. This has no power over me. I am whole. I am prosperous. I am loving. I am at peace, whatever that is for you. So those are survival tools. Put down the backpack. Don't turn around and say to spirit, no, I need my worry bricks. I need this. What will happen if I let this go? Will I get where I'm going? You'll get where you're going faster. You'll get where you're going faster, and you'll get where you're going in peace, in a lot more peace. And again, I already said this, I'm a little out of order here, but it doesn't mean sitting on your couch. We got to take action and trust. And here's one. Practice mindfulness. This is how we stay in the present rather than forecasting or catastrophizing about the future. We stay in the present. I am here right now. I see Pat in her beautiful purple shirt. There's a chair here. There's some people that have a beautiful red dress and a red pink tops on. That's a good thing to do when I get into that worry place. It's a good thing for us to do. I am breathing right now. I feel my breath going in and my breath going out. Let's just do that. That breath is mindfulness. Breath is also powerful. Look around, see where you are, pay attention to your breath. So, finally, set an intention. Get clear about what you want or what you need guidance on. Get clear about what the thing is that comes up for you that you worry about. What do you want guidance about? Again, and then do the thing. Our co-founder, Unity co-founder Myrtle Fillmore said, when we learn to let spirit lead, life becomes easier and more joyful. So, what would happen if this week, this month, this year, the rest of your life, you relaxed into letting spirit lead? You surrendered to spirit, surrendered to divine wisdom. I'm just reminding myself, when I was it my first career? No, it wasn't. It's my second or third career. I was in school to become a court reporter. You know, you've seen them on TV shows, they do this with the thing. And we had no money. I was married with a young family. I was actually separated at that time from my husband. and I hadn't gotten a formal education. So I wanted to get some sort of education that would allow me to take care of my kiddos, right, without that, my ex-husband. So I went to court reporting school. And in court reporting school, you had to purchase one of these machines. That was very, very expensive. And I don't know, I can't remember now, a couple of thousand, 3,000, something like that. A lot of money, certainly for me then, and quite now, quite frankly. And so I was thinking about this spiritual tool of releasing and letting go, right? Just release it to Spirit, turn it over to God. So the vision I got in my head was I pictured, and I cut out a picture of it's called the steno machine. And I pictured in my head putting wings on. I didn't actually do this on the picture, but I put wings in my vision on the machine and sent it off to proverbial heaven. I sent it off into the sky. And every time I worried about purchasing that piece of equipment, I'd put wings on it and I'd send it off to Spirit. You got this. I don't know how it's going to happen. You got this. Well, Spirit did have it because my father-in-law at the Clear Blue Sky bought me that machine. So when you're holding on to something, no matter what it is, put wings on it and send it off to the sky if that makes sense or is fun for you. Turn it over to Spirit. Truth is, the universe is always moving us towards our highest good. Sometimes it just takes a few unexpected turns to get there. When we surrender and give up control, we find freedom. And we find that the river carries us not to a certainty, but to a possibility of a more loving, of a more fruitful, of a more peaceful life. I affirm this truth for each and every one of us. We are moving into our love offering, our celebration of abundance, also known as. Thank you for your continued love offerings, for your tithes, for your gifts, for those who are consistent givers. I hope you feel the impact that this center has in your life and in the world, knowing that these gifts do help to transform each one of us and help to transform the world. So there are ways, for those of you who are online, it's underneath the video. I think it's underneath the video. If not, there they are. Ways to give to Unity of Stewart and to support the work that we do here. So with that in mind, please take your gift in your hand. And if you're here with somebody and you'd like to share this prayer with them, let us affirm our prosperity prayer and our love offering blessing together. In a universe overflowing with the allness of God, all the needs of Unity of Stewart and those we serve are instantly, constantly, and bountifully met. From every direction, known and unknown, expected and unexpected, our abundant good comes to us now. We are grateful. Amen. And actually, before we move into our love offering, I just remembered that this prayer is in the seat backs. You can root around there and find it if you'd like to take that with you. Also, let's affirm our love offering prayer as well, together. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I give and receive always in love.
1, 2,
Let's sing about it.
3, 4.
That's nice. some announcements before we welcome the kiddos in.
There's no kiddos.
What?
No kiddos.
Oh, there's no kiddos today? Like none? Not even one kid in the...
Not even
That's unusual.
Jen went home.
Oh, I'm sad. What's that? They didn't get the time memo. All right. Can't get your kids out of bed on a Sunday morning. All right. All right. I'll move through that. Coffee House is coming up on March 28th. If you weren't here for the Coffee House in February, boy, did you miss out. It was a great coffee house. We all had a great time. It was really just great music. So don't miss this one. Come and join us on Friday, March 28th. The doors open at 6:30. Sweet treats. We have coffee, and music is at 7, and it's right here. It is a concert in a spiritual center, but it is not church music. So come and join us on March 28th.
Say not even a little bit.
This time, not even a little bit? Always?
With the church music.
Right, yeah, not even a little bit.
No, once again, we have a very diverse lineup. Some songs you'll recognize, a couple originals by Tracy. I'm going to be doing an original, and Mike Jordan's going to join us for
Okay.
a song that was requested by a congregant.
My Sweet Lord?
That's right.
All right. Oh, sorry, should I say it? It's supposed to be a surprise?
It's all good.
All right. Anyway. All right, I'm going to let that go.
All righty then.
So once again, if you'd like to raise your voice in song in our Joyful Noise Choir, please do. Easter is coming up, and we always like to. And if you wanted to, should I announce Easter choir?
Sure.
When are we going to start practicing Easter songs? This is putting you right on the spot. I don't know. I'll tell you all about it next week. All right. Oh, so here's the thing. I don't know. I can't remember. April. Here's some opportunities to serve our community. And I'm highlighting this today because it's important for everybody who comes in to be greeted with a smile, with a kind word, with a friendly face. And our usher team and our welcome team do that every single Sunday. And our hospitality team, led by our new hospitality team lead, Rose Peterson. So it's fairly straightforward. All of these things are not difficult. So there are sign-up sheets out in the foyer if you would like to sign up to be on the hospitality welcome team or the usher team. I want to just send this. I saw this quote, and I would like to share it with you. Step into a role that not only welcomes others with warmth and kindness, but also creates a lasting impact by helping everyone feel at home in your spiritual community. So I invite you to just put that in your heart, and if you have some time, a little bit earlier to get here at about, somewhere between 10 and 10:15, please sign up to serve on one of these teams. And we are collecting food in the Easter Project for the House of Hope food drive. And so you'll see the box out there, and there right on that coffee table that's out there, there are little handouts that tell you what the House of Hope needs. So we invite you to do that, and you can see that the last day for donations is Tuesday, March 25th. All right, we're going to just hold our children that aren't here in your prayers. And we don't have to sing this, but let's just affirm this. You want to sing it? All right, let's sing it. Let's hold all the children of the world and the children in our community in our hearts, and let's sing and bless them.
We love you. We bless you. We truly, truly appreciate you. We behold the Christ in you.
And let's close with the prayer protection and the peace song together. The light of God surrounds us. I am light. The love of God enfolds us. I am love. The power of God protects us. I am power. The presence of God watches over us. I am presence. Wherever I am, God is. I am divine.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Couple of things, if I could have your attention for one more minute before we sing This Little Light of Mine. I'm going to play the gala video again, and also we have these flyers out there on the foyer for the sponsorships, because if you sponsor, you get some extra gifts. And with that, let's hear Little Light of Mine.
1, 2, 3, 4. Just one more time. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Did you get your invitation to the Blossom Gala? It's only 5 weeks away and everyone is invited. Ordering your tickets to the Blossom Gala is really easy. Your invitation has a QR code for purchasing tickets. Not sure what to do with it? No worries. I'll show you how it's done. Take your cell phone and open your camera. Point your camera at the QR code. A yellow box comes up and you'll see a link to Zeffy.com. Click the link. A browser opens to the page where you can buy your tickets and make your sponsorship donation. How cool is that? Let's buy a ticket now. General admission to the gala is $75. It's right at the top of the list. Click Add. How many tickets would you like to buy? Use the plus and minus signs to increase or decrease the number of tickets. I'm buying 1 ticket for now. Enter your first name, then enter your last name. Enter your email address. Just touch the field where you want to enter information. Click Checkout. A screen displays with a summary of your order. Now, here's the part where you really need to pay attention. Zeffy adds a 17% fee to each purchase to help offset its operational costs. Notice your total reflects this fee. The good news is, you do not have to pay this fee. Go to the drop-down menu and click Other. A new field comes up for a contribution amount. Enter 0. Notice the total amount changes and reflects only the cost of your ticket, $75. Enter your credit card or bank account information. Zeffy is a secure platform. It does not save your financial information. Enter your billing information. Click Buy Tickets. Zeffy processes your payment in a matter of seconds and it sends your tickets to your email. Don't worry about printing your tickets. We'll have your name on a list the night of the gala. No physical tickets are required. Want to invite your friends to buy tickets to the gala? Click Copy to copy a link to send to your friends. Now, text or email the link to your friends so they can buy tickets too. Now that you've seen how easy it is to buy tickets to the Blossom Gala, let's try it right now. Get your phone out and open the camera. Now, point the camera to the QR code on your invitation. See the little yellow square? Click on it. The Zeffy page opens. You can also make your sponsorship gift from this page. Just select your sponsorship level. Be sure to remove the fees and pay with your credit, debit, or bank account. Note: if you want to pay your sponsorship gift in convenient monthly installments, don't use Zeffy. See May in the office and she will set it up for you. Zeffy is for one-time payments only. If you make a sponsorship gift online, we'll give you an envelope with your raffle tickets and drink tickets. You can pick it up in the office or we'll have it for you at the gala. We're so excited about the Blossom Gala, and we hope you will go online to buy your tickets and make your sponsorship donation today. And you know what? If you're still feeling uneasy about technology, just ask Lori, May, or David to help you after church. Thanks for watching this demo. Remember, buy your tickets early. We'll see you at the gala.